Hi everyone, my name is Zoe and today I'm going to read some tarot to see what needs to come from the unconscious to the conscious mind, what needs to be heard on a collective level. I hope you get something out of this. If you don't, that's all right, it's just not for you. All right, let's see what we've got here for the collective. I have to apologize, obviously, in advance because I haven't been online in a while. I tried actually the other night, but people kept calling me and it kept interrupting my video. So I was like, okay, well, it's not meant to be tonight. And now I found a good time to sit down and give you guys some messages of love. All right, let's find out what we've got in the energy because man, hasn't October been crazy? I'm getting a lot of people calling for readings, and I feel as though there is a lot of shift and change and move that is happening right now, especially at a collective level. And it feels like that people are starting to wake up. People are starting to notice things a lot more than they ever have before. And you know, it's interesting because of what's going on in society at the moment and how you know, us as a collective, as a human race, are now really starting to come forward with you know, saying what we need and what we want for our place that we live on our earth, right? Okay, so first card that came out was the Sun, happiest card in the deck, one of my favorite. It's very playful, you know, very light, masculine growth. You know, it for me, it's just a really beautiful energy, beautiful card. Now, it came out with, we've got the Four of Pentacles and also Strength. So this is interesting because what I'm getting from this Four of Pentacles is some of you here were closed off. You were like holding on tightly to materialistic things, you know, in the past. It was like there's fears around not having enough money to be safe and to feel as though, you know, I'm comfortable because I'm able to make sure that I can survive here, you know, with the coin that I make. But I'm seeing now, as a part of your growth, and this is what's happening now in the collective, you know, and you can see it's come out with the Strength card, that inner strength, is right now you are starting to let go. You're having to let go of the systems, beliefs, programs that you once believed so readily in, that would keep you safe, that would, you know, make sure that you had a food on your table, you know, a place to sleep, all that kind of stuff, like feeling as though that you do fit in society where you're able to buy the latest and greatest things, right? And this is what you've always been told that is going to make you happy. But I'm seeing now that, you know, inside you're listening to this inner world, right? And it's like that strength you're having to put into use, because you're realizing that if I'm so closed off and I'm so attached to these materialistic things, it's actually not making me happy. And you're in this state of mind now where it's like, I need to look at what makes me happy and what is it that's going to make me grow and what is it that's going to help me feel as though that I have a purpose on this planet, and allows me to come from a place of love and serve others, right? it's really interesting to see this shift, right? This movement that I've been seeing over the last few weeks now, I suppose, but even over the last year. It's slowly been coming into play, and people have started to open up to the spiritual world, right? What is actually what is behind those veils? What is the things that we can't see? Energy, an understanding of, like, you think about it, you walk into a meeting room, or even on the train on a Monday morning, right? And you're on the train on a Monday morning and you can feel the energy of, let's just get through the day. Basically, people are like stressed out. They're feeling as though, they've got a whole week ahead of them where they've got to do this 9 to 5 crunch, and they're on the train. No one's talking. Everyone's on their phones, and everyone is like, stuck in their own little bubble, and it's like really tense. But then if you compare that to the Friday afternoon train, when, okay, it's now the weekend, right? People are in this energy, they're like, okay, you can hear more people talking to each other, catching the train home together. People who are, on their phones, in terms of talking about what's going on for the weekend. It's more relaxed. It's not as tense, and the energy just brings off that more of a like high vibe. So you can if you just compare that Monday morning train to that Friday afternoon train, now it's starting to get into that energy right now in the collective, where people are, feeling as though, hey, I just want to be on the Friday afternoon train, like I'm not keen on the Monday morning train. This is not the energy that I want to be in. So it's like I'm starting now to let go. I'm starting now to open up to, what I can't see. And yeah, and really it does take a lot of strength, inner strength, understanding and knowing what's inside and trusting yourself. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. Okay, now straight away, when I'm looking at this, I see, yeah, I want to pull another card, but from what I'm picking up straight away is that it's like I'm comparing my, relationships here. Like, who are the people in my lives that are coming in terms of some people that I'm interested in a relationship, right? And the Knight of Wands for me is always somebody who is very playful and wants to basically come over, say good day, but in the end, doesn't really stick around. Okay, doesn't want to commit. That energy is of, look at me, a little bit show offy, a little bit chauvinistic, but can, be there for a good time. Don't get me wrong. They are really cool, like really just, someone you want to hang out with because they're so cool. I hope that explains that. But I'm getting the sense now that that's like not, it's not actually good enough for you. You're now looking for an emperor, right? This is that father figure, that gentleman that you can actually rely on, and he's somebody who, is committed. Okay, and he's somebody who may not open up as much, but definitely, wants to do right by you and is a protector, right? So what I'm feeling is though that there is like this walking away from, okay, I'm not going to stick around for someone who just wants to play around, who's just like, really not that interested in committing to me fully, right? I'm looking for somebody who actually is, there for that long-term commitment. And I'm not afraid to like wait around to find this person because I know what I deserve. And I see the Emperor as well as someone who is really, it's like wise, intelligent. He's got a good head on his shoulders. I'm really picking that up. It's time for you to really look at, okay, who are you dating? And, especially if you're single, and like, is it the right person for me? Is the right guy, right? Okay, this is interesting because like I was thinking about, this, and the sun's just come out. So sorry if it like glares at you. But this is interesting because I'm seeing a lot of messages back and forth with somebody who like is trying to offer you something, but he's not like this guy is like not hitting the nail on the head, because it's like I'm seeing like a lot of text back and forth, but not so much like real true action. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing, oh yeah, I'm sure that I can come tonight and go for dinner, but then like at the last minute he cancels, or he makes promises that he can't keep. But there is a sense for me, I'm picking up a feeling of like, yeah, there's like a lot of talk, but no action, like, and a lot of talk over message or social media, or however which way you prefer to communicate, right? Okay, one more. I think we'll get one more. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is right. So you are stuck. You're stuck. You feel as though that this relationship that you're in, or you are sort of dating someone for the first time, or you're feeling as though that there's someone around that could have potential. I'm getting the sense that this is actually someone who's not stepping up to the plate, and you're feeling as though your hands are tied. You're also blind to it. You're not actually seeing the red flags. This is really important, guys, because you have to know what you're worth. And, I see you filling up your cup, right? You are somebody who is able to step into your own and understand what you are worth, understand your value, right? And this person that is around, this guy, this Knight of Wands, playful, great, but not actually committing, is actually a detriment to you and is not serving you any good, right? You actually feel anxious about it. You're stuck in your head about it. You really don't know where to move and where to go. And all I can tell you now is that 100%, guys, you really need to be looking after yourself. You are number one. And if you can really give yourself that love, then you will attract that back to you. You will attract what you deserve and what you feel, that energy that you're in, right? This is about your growth, okay? This is about being high vibing that Friday afternoon train ride, right? It's like, you've got that high energy, that high vibe, and that self-respect, and also the knowing that you are, worth what you're worth. Then I feel as though this particular gentleman that comes in, that wants to protect you, that wants to be there for you, stands by you, he's also, really committed, and like that king of all kings, man, like he's the best. So I'm just saying, you need to really make sure that you understand where you're at in this mess of a relationship, right? Or whatever you are in at the moment, because man, you are worth a lot, right? And just fill up your own cup. That's what I'm saying, you know. This is an interesting and beautiful reading. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to actually do one other card because, I mean, I love my moon cards, and my moon cards are just like beautiful, and they just give like a nice little touch, a little bit of, you know, another sort of direct message at the end. So we'll see what needs to come out. Oop, there it is. Oh my God. Oh, I love this. What did I just say? October was all about, right? And I hope you can read this. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, I can't really see if that's backwards for you guys. It might be, but the message in this is the energy is gaining momentum. It is time now, guys. I mean, I'm serious. If you really have a business that you want to just get off the ground, it's time for action. It's time to get moving, right? This energy is just picking up, and everyone is sort of, you know, a little unsettled, but feeling like, okay, I can go with the flow, you know, here. Like, I'm really, really excited, and you know, it is gaining momentum, guys, like really strong, and you know, take advantage of that. Take advantage of it. You know, it's a beautiful place to be. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry that I haven't read in a while. I want to, you know, thank you for being so patient. If you like the video, just give it a like, and also subscribe if you also like it too. All right, guys, thanks, and have a good night. Bye.